you.
Well, coming up, you also need to be thinking about your family budget for next year. Maybe you need to do some things differently than you did this year. Ahead, we're talking about some financial tips as well. It's 20 minutes past the hour. All right, 22 minutes past the hour now. We've looked at some of the things you can do to get your taxes in order next year. Something else you need to be paying attention to is that family budget. You need to set one for the new year. You might want to get on that now. Also, your medical insurance coverage. Have you thought about that? Well, joining us with some help, the author of It's Just Money, So Why Does It Cause So Much Trouble? Karen J. Lee joins us in studio. Thank you for being here with us. Is this something, can we get past the holidays yet? Or we need to do this before we get past the holidays, set that family budget?
The thing I see is that a lot of people have some downtime during the holidays.
That's a good point.
Number one reason people don't get around to their budgeting and their financial issues is procrastination. I just don't have enough time. I'm so busy. So if you've got a couple of easy weeks, it's a great time to do what I call some financial housekeeping.
Okay, why do we need to do it in the first place? Because we might end up making the same mistakes, I assume, next year. So it's important to do it.
Of course, when my book comes out, you'll see that a lot of times it's behavioral things that are the problem. But yes, what you want to do with our first tip is you want to take a look at the family budget. If you've got some time, I recommend calling as many of your vendors as possible, your cell phone company, your television, satellite. Can I get a different package? You know, the cell phone companies have lower packages. They don't tell us about it as an existing customer unless we call them. So if you'll do some of those things and then lay out the budget and then have a family conversation
about it
concerning the parts of the budget that are applicable. If you're the one working and your spouse is the one who does the groceries and you write the budget, you've got to let them know this is how much I've planned to spend.
That's a good point. If you go take a survey of most people and just ask them how much their cable bill is a month, they probably have no idea exactly what they're spending. You just pay it and keep going. That's a very good one. Insurance, why is it important to review that?
Very important. Property and casualty as well as life, disability, health. Let's talk about property casualty first. I've got a great example. Last week I got an appraisal on my engagement ring, which by the way, congratulations on your new...
Congratulations to you as well.
Thank you. I've been married 21 years.
Oh.
I had this ring appraised. I hadn't had it appraised since we bought it 23 years ago. It's worth double what it's insured for. If I lost it, I'd only get half the value of, I wouldn't be able to replace it. So make sure that you keep up to date on your insurance, including your house. You just assume if you've been in that house every year, usually the insurance company ratchets up the amount it's covered a little bit every year, but it might not be adequate to actually replace your house.
Okay, now that you've told us your ring is worth double, we'll get you an escort out of here.
Now let's talk about health and life and disability. A lot of people assume disability insurance, I can't work because I'm sick, so my company's going to pay some amount of money to me. Check and see if you even have that kind of coverage. You do.
And sometimes it's short-term or long-term.
Both. And how much is it? It's usually around 60% if you do have it. Could you live on 60% of your income? If you couldn't, you might want to get a little bit extra. Life insurance, so inexpensive to go out and buy term life. So many people come to me and say, need more, need more. While you're reviewing it, check all your beneficiary designations. Okay,
I got 3 more. We got to get through here. Got to get through these fairly quickly. Retirement savings.
Just take a look at what level you're at. A lot of people in the past year or so have cut back because of hard times. Make sure you're at least doing up to the company match. Try to go up 2 or 3% each year.
Okay, the retirement investment allocations you're talking about there as well.
Check your asset allocation. It's one of the key things about investment performance. What percentage should you have in stocks? What percentage in bonds? Is it out of whack? If so, rebalance it back to that original allocation. Reduces risk, and it kicks up your return a little.
Another one people probably don't think about enough, you need to set some goals, but you said they need to be attainable.
I worry about people who say, okay, I've got $20,000 in credit card debt, my goal next year is pay it all off. Can you really do that?
Might not be possible.
What about paying down 5,000 of it or 7,000 of it? Make an attainable goal, but do make goals. Very, very important.
So we shouldn't shoot for the moon necessarily sometimes.
Make sure it's reasonable.
Okay, Karen Lee, you all are really helping me out. This is, you and also the guests we had on taxes, just some common sense stuff we kind of all know but need to be reminded about. We need to hear it.
And these are housekeeping things you should do every single year.
Every year.
Every year.
Thank you so much.
So nice to talk with you.
Congratulations on the 21 years.
Yes.
Thank you so much. All right, 26 past the hour. Quick break. We're right back.